Located just 2 hours from Mexico City, the city of Puebla, Mexico is the birthplace of many things uniquely Mexican, including mole poblano, Talavera pottery, and Cinco de Mayo festivities, to name a few. The city's historic center, which dates to 1531, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's so much to see and do in Puebla, so come with me as I show some of my favorite things about this fascinating city.
Puebla is a historic city and a magnificent place to explore. It's almost like an open-air museum because of all the great architecture. Just about every corner in the Centro Histórico, in the historic city center. It's under construction right now. They're restoring and refurbishing parts of it, so we've got a little bit of noise, and you can't quite take in the true beauty of it, unfortunately. But you can still see how green it is. The beautiful trees, there's beautiful lighting and benches, so by the time you get here, they may be done, and then you can enjoy the park a little bit more. Another thing I love about the Zócalo is that it's surrounded on three sides by these gorgeous historic buildings with, what do we call them, galleries or arcades? And so they're covered with marble floors, even though they're open air, and there's open air seating for a lot of restaurants on several sides as well. There's also government buildings, a tourism information office, and a few stores. And then on the fourth side, we have the amazing Cathedral.
The cathedral was built between 1575 and 1690.
So this is frequently a starting point for tourists who come to Puebla, because this is where it all comes together. And if you walk in any direction from here, you're going to see beautiful historic architecture. It really is something like an open-air, living historical museum of architecture and culture and food. So let's get out and explore more.
Downtown Puebla is lined with historic treasures on nearly every block. You can visit the cathedral, which has the tallest church spires in all of Mexico, by day or by night. Whenever you go, don't forget to look up, because the interior has lots of beautiful details. You can also visit the oldest public library in the entire Western Hemisphere, the Biblioteca Palafoxiana, which dates to 1646 and looks a lot like a church with its stylish and dramatic architecture. Another historic architectural treasure in the city of Puebla is the Teatro Principal, which opened in 1761 and is the oldest operating theater in Mexico. One of the city's newest attractions is the International Museum of the Baroque, which opened in 2016. Inside, you'll find impressive exhibits of art, fashion, and other Baroque elements from the 17th and 18th centuries. If you'd like to take some art home from Puebla, consider a visit to Barrio del Artista. Barrio del Artista is an artsy neighborhood in the downtown historic district where you can hang out and also shop for original works of art from a variety of artists, some of whom do their work on site. Each one of these little areas houses a different artist, well, except for that one because it's closed. Here's another one. Callejón de los Sapos is a little bit quieter than usual right now, but usually this is a very lively and colorful street to shop for arts and crafts, and also have a coffee or something to eat. Callejón de los Sapos is also a rewarding place to look for interesting and unique antiques from around Mexico. When it's time to refuel, don't forget to try some mole poblano, the city's most legendary dish. If you have time, you should also consider a side trip to Cholula, a town that's home to a gigantic pyramid that dates to 400 BC. No matter how much time you have in Puebla, you'll surely want to visit again to see even more of this fascinating city.